Hello everyone, this is the teaser video for this coming Sunday, June 30th, which is also the Sunday before July 4th. I usually like to try to do some type of July 4th sermon before the holiday. Now, July 4th is on a Thursday, so this is kind of a 4 or 5 days ahead. But when you think of July 4th, I don't know what comes. I mean, obviously it's Independence Day, and sometimes you think of the word independence. You might think of the word freedom. A lot of people talk about freedom for July 4th. So what I want you to do first for this teaser video as we get ready for the sermon and for the Sunday school classes, first, what do you think of when you think of the word freedom? How does that apply to you? How does that, what comes in mind? I mean, that word can mean a lot of different things, but think about that and what comes up, or how do you envision that word of the word freedom? I don't want to, a lot of people may have different takes on that. Then whatever concept you come up for that word freedom, whatever vision, whatever idea, whatever theory or approach you have for the word freedom, I now want you to read the passage I'm going to preach on and see if your vision of the word freedom applies to this passage. The passage is Galatians chapter 5 verses 1 through 6. Galatians chapter 5 verses 1 through 6. And it starts out with, "It is for freedom that Christ has set us free." So now, did your vision of the word freedom, as you read this passage, and as I always encourage you to do, dig deeper, get a better understanding of what's being said there, does that, your vision of the word freedom, does it fit in this passage? If not, then what's freedom talking about here in this passage? And does that, and with that understanding, does that apply, or do we need to kind of look at how we use the word freedom, or how the word freedom, because sometimes words kind of change over time, the meanings of words, and can we say, has the word freedom, the meaning has changed over time? That's kind of key to this. So that's the challenge. I really want to get an idea what people think of, because I actually, in my opening, I say if we took a poll and people had to write down what they thought the meaning of freedom was, I'm sure we would have a lot of different answers or different ideas, because based on what people think of when they think of being free and having freedom. Most kids will say they don't have freedom when they're living under their parents' house because their parents have rules. But having rules anti-freedom? So that's some things to think about. That's what we're going to be talking about. So this is for July 4th, but I'll be preaching it on Sunday, June 30th. But it is an Independence Day, a freedom message, as we get ready for the July 4th holiday. So until then, take care and be safe.